Hey, welcome. I wanted to bring up the subject of Christmas because it's kind of a big deal. So many people across the world, and most likely we've tricked ourselves into believing it has really anything to do with Jesus Christ. And so, for that reason alone, um, the other part is all pagan. It is very fascinating. It's very glamorous. The Christmas trees, all the lights, all of that. But it's very pagan. It's taking place for December 21st, and um, the solstice. And so we need to accept what's going on. This is Saturnalia. This is a holiday of December, the end. It's all been taken over by Christianity, repackaged, and now we kind of haphazardly just call it Christmas, and it's really not. And it makes people really upset who are trying to keep with Jesus and have to deal with all of this because it's associated with him and it's given him credit. And I don't think anyone really knows his birthday. I don't really think it's relevant. But it's very obvious that December 25th is just a part of the winter solstice. So I think we would do ourselves a great service if we make our New Year's resolution for the following year is to indeed cancel Christmas forever. Um, and it's upsetting, and I love it, and it's romanticized in my memories from growing up. But honestly, just the whole illusion of Christ's birth is packaged so nonsensically that it would do well for everyone just to kind of forget about that, get back into a personal relationship with Jesus, and kind of ignore the whole thing. Stop stressing out about buying presents. You're buying presents for other people on the day of Christ's birth. Very nonsensical. So if everyone just stopped doing it, it would be another dismantling of some of the things and the nostalgias that we've had in the past. But we would do ourselves a favor to not have that haunting us anymore, because most of us don't like it. And it's quite honestly, it's a fantasy Santa Claus that we teach our children. It's fraught with all sorts of things. We should ban almost every holiday in a whimsical sense. I don't mean ban, but like get them out of your head, because it's not very healthy. And it's full of stress, and it's unnecessary. We're not programmed individuals, and we don't have to make every year a repetition of every year, and all the repetition of all these holidays. Holly being the magician's herb, holly days, is just an emotional trap too. And so I've haphazardly not celebrated them for the last 30 years. I'm around people who do, and on Valentine's Day I hug my wife or whatever, but I'm not like, I don't buy into anything like that. It's all a sadness and a silliness and a sickness. I realize it supports the economy, but apparently not very well. Even with all that attention to these holidays, all you really get is people going poor and stressed, and it's all very silly. So we would just do ourselves a favor to abandon it completely, move on, not create a new holiday, but if we wanted to keep celebrating Christ's birth during this time, because we don't really know. Some people say 9/11 was the day. It doesn't really, who knows? But the point being that if you're just still celebrating his birth and maybe going out and helping people who are in need, sharing more of yourself to your community, whatever it is, being more thoughtful if that's what it requires. Is that what it requires? That type of thing, rather than the carrying on of this Bing Crosby style Christmas, this delusion that's just going to keep everybody really trapped and strapped and sad. And of course, all those people that are alone who can't participate because they don't have family, well, it's all nonsense. So they should back away from that anyway and stop feeling sorry for themselves. But I just wanted to bring it up. I don't think we need to worry about it right in the moment. And of course, you know, it's always good to deal with things in the moment. And if you don't want to deal with Christmas this year, you shouldn't feel bad. But it shouldn't be a big deal either way. But I do think humanity needs to kind of walk away from Christmas. Growing up as a being, those things are really nonsense. You don't need to lie to your children and then have them all crash down and all these fairy tales and fantasies of free toys and you know, there's, I guess they say, some type of magic in that, and yeah, that is really what it is, magic. So do you want to be involved in magic, or do you want to be involved in just maybe farming and doing something simple and then praising God every day and maybe having a little time to enjoy nature and the sunset or your family, or I don't know, you know. But the delusion we're all living in as a civilization, having these holidays and now these programmed expectations, has really just put everyone in a stupor. So I recommend that we break the stupor and kind of walk away. Later.